Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about a new game that I recently started playing called Fast Food Simulator. This game is growing on me very quickly. It is very simple. There's not a lot of crazy super deep mechanics and stuff in this game, but it does have this gameplay loop that's just really addictive. And today I want to talk about 5 things that I learned playing this new game. So, the first thing I learned playing this game is probably one of the most important things, and that is this game was definitely made for co-op. Now, you can play it alone, and you can kind of figure things out, but yeah, you just it's nice to have friends. That's not to say the game is impossible to play solo, but I can definitely see it getting really difficult if you try to attempt to do this on your own. So if you have some friends, bring them in, even if it's just one. They are really gonna help you out. The next tip I'm gonna give you is, as a chef, you definitely want to prioritize your mise en place in this game. You want to make sure that your products are already set up. You don't want like whole lettuce just sitting in here. You want to make sure you got lettuce in your trays. You want to make sure you got tomatoes and pickles and all that stuff. You want to make sure that you definitely have everything that you need before you start a day. We like to lay trays and stuff out on these counters ahead of time, so when we're putting orders out, we can just kind of place them on the trays and we don't have to be grabbing those every time. Have our cups ready for the ice cream and the sodas. We put trays and stuff over here every now and then. We'll line up these papers, the wrappers or whatever for the burgers, and line them up here and place pre-placed buns on these, just one here and the top bun there, so that way this is ready to go. Like you really want to be ready, you know, pre-make your burgers, have them lined up, have your burgers sitting here. Like you cannot mess around in this game, because like when the customers start coming, they start coming. And these guys, they be wanting some really complicated stuff. Sometimes they want a whole bunch of different items, and if you don't have things like in reach and available to you, this ain't like other sim games, man. You really got to be on top of your stuff, and I think that's very interesting. It makes the game very entertaining, and it, like I said, it really helps with that addictive gameplay loop. Like, you're constantly busy, you feel like you're doing something all the time, and I think that's really fun in this game. So one of the things we did learn that's kind of hilarious is, if you play co-op and one of your friends opens this door and either you or they close this door behind them, I'm pretty sure they can get trapped in here. I don't think anything will happen per se, but we were playing the other day and I heard like vigorous knocking on the door. I'm like, where's that knocking coming from? And apparently my friend was locked in here, which was really funny. Did not know that could happen, but apparently it's a thing. So don't lock your friends in the freezer. I mean, I feel like that should go without saying, but yeah, you probably don't want to do that. The next tip I picked up playing this game is a pretty big one. You definitely want to make sure that you are properly stocked up on items and you have a pretty good back stock of stuff. You do not want to run out of things in this game. You just don't. It's not a good idea, because if you do, you're gonna have to go to this computer, you're gonna have to order it, and it doesn't pop up in the front or whatever, just like it does easily in other sim games. You gotta wait for the truck to show up, and then the truck takes like a minute or two to show up, and then it parks here, and you gotta grab that stuff individually and bring it in. If you get caught with your pants down and you don't have all the stuff that you need, that you're screwed. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to wait until your order shows up, and then you have to hope that it gets there in time. Another tip that I learned has to do with the customers. So one thing I noticed with customers is they can get impatient, and after a while they will leave. But what I can't seem to figure out, and maybe somebody who's played this game and is more well versed in this game, but what I can't seem to figure out is, what is the indicator or time frame that determines exactly how long customers are going to leave? That I'm not sure of. So what I can confirm is you are on a time limit, and people will just up and leave if you take too long. But maybe somebody else can help in the chat or in the comments. Leave a comment and let us know like what exactly that time frame is, because I genuinely don't really know exactly. So I'll leave that to you guys. Maybe somebody can help us out. Another really important tip we picked up on is when you're making burgers on this griddle, first of all, this thing is always on, so you don't need to turn it on or anything like that. It's always on. If you put something on there, it will cook, and that's very important for later. Like, I saw somebody like put buns on here because they're like, we'll just store the buns on here. You will burn them. Don't do that. They will cook if you place them on here. They'll toast or whatever. So be mindful of that. But when it comes to the burgers, when you put them on this thing, you'll see the percentage going up from 1 to 100%, and it can go beyond that. Obviously, anything higher than 100 means that it's probably overcooked, but you do have a threshold, and it seems like the threshold is it cannot be under 90 degrees, and it also cannot be over 120 degrees. Anything under 90 or over 120 is either under or overcooked, and your customers will not eat it. They will not eat it. So be careful with that. You have a little wiggle room. If you start at 90 and start picking the burgers up at 90, and as long as you get done before it hits 120, you should be good to go. And with those type of metrics, you can probably get down 3 rows of 6 patties and flip all 3 rows of 6 before they burn. So that's something to look into. That's still really complicated and hard to do. But you could make it happen if you really really tried. You could do it theoretically. So that's the information I can give you right now on some of the things that I picked up on my first time playing. As time goes on and we play this game more, I will obviously have more tips and tricks and stuff for you guys, more suggestions and all that good stuff. Let me know how you guys feel about content for this game. I really like this game a lot, and I would really enjoy making content for this game, but you know how it goes. Obviously, if you guys don't want to see it, then I can't really make it. So let me know what you guys think. And with that, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys on the next one.